Next question is from RSG Conference. My wife and I are expecting our first child in 7 months. How should I train and eat now to set me up for a successful first year of being a father?
There's a lot of things that'll make you a successful father, but I think they're obviously talking about in regards to their physical fitness and health. Muscle is extremely protective. Okay, it's very protective when you're sedentary. It's very protective when you lose sleep. It's very protective when you're under a lot of stress. Okay, all those things that I just mentioned are hard stresses in the body, damaging, and you're going to experience those being a new father. And having more muscle on your body is just going to mitigate. It's not going to completely protect you, but it's going to mitigate a lot of the damage from lack of sleep and more stress, and and maybe diet not being ideal. So what you want to do is you want to go into it feeling strong, and having a good amount of muscle. This doesn't mean go into it overtrained. I think some people take that advice.
Right. Oh yeah, they go super hard and intense.
Yeah, I gotta train for a competition right before I have my kid. Do not redline before you have a kid, because you're going to screw yourself. You also want to go into that, especially those first 3 months, feeling healthy, well rested, and recovered, because it's gonna hammer you. So those are the two things I would say: build muscle, be strong, and make sure you go into it feeling rested and recovered. And then that should help mitigate a lot of the damage.
I mean, yeah, I think I would have went
consistency.
MAPS anabolic, build as much muscle, speeding that metabolism up, so increasing calories over time, right? And build as much muscle through that program as I could. And then I would transition to like a MAPS 15 when the kid comes.
Oh yeah.
I just think that program complements mom and dad life so well.
It's your most flexible option that you're going to have.
Yeah. And if you did a really good job of taking Sal's advice and building as much muscle and strength going in, you'd be amazed how little you have to do to maintain that.
Yeah.
And, you'll be able to build all that muscle from running anabolic, and then you go into, dad life and just running MAPS 15, you'd be surprised how much of all of that you still keep by just stimulating the muscle with 2 big lifts every day,
Yeah, really, you just got to look at it. Whatever you're putting in right now, consistency-wise, and like focused all of your attention towards building muscle, that's what's going to carry you into this. And so it's muscle preservation mode once we get to that place. And MAPS 15 is going to help to kind of at least keep that muscle signal alive and stimulated.
Yeah, I mean, in an extreme case, they have studies on people who are hospitalized with illness or injury, or like bedridden, and muscle is very strongly correlated to successful outcomes, because you're going to lose muscle and strength when you're bedridden. That's an extreme case, right? You're having a kid, you're not going to be in the hospital, but just to use it as an example, it's so protective. Like, one of the best things you could do going into a challenging, stressful position or situation is to have a buffer of muscle. But also, I have to stress this, because what a lot of people will do when they hear that is, I got a red line up until the day the baby's born. No. You also want to be recovered and rested. So do this well within the range of what's appropriate for your body. Don't push yourself to the limit, because then you're going to go.
You're not maximizing your build if you do that.
Yeah, and that also, right? But then you're going to tip over into your body can't handle it when the baby comes. So if you just do those 2 things, you'll minimize the potential damage, and then the bounce back will be will be made real easy by doing that as well.